Shalom family, this is Deborah Yah with Black Education TV. Lately I've been doing a little research on the etymology of words, and I decided the other day to look into the original meaning of nice, in which we already showed that if you look that up on Google, the original meaning of nice was actually stupid, dumb, ignorant, all of that stuff. And I kind of gave a little commentary on why oftentimes so-called black people are considered nice, okay, and very loyal. So I'm going to have to check into the etymology of the word loyal. But I decided to check into smart. I don't know why I chose that word, but I decided to check into that. And to me, there is a very deep connection to the etymology of nice. And I'll make that connection real quick here. But I'm going to go ahead and read the origins of the word smart, okay? And see if you can understand the connection I'm trying to make here. It says to be painful. Okay. Then it says, I'm cutting out some of the lingo that's in between. To pain. Originally to bite. Pain. An extension of the root mer, to rub, to harm. Terrible, dreadful, grinds, rubs, crushes. Okay, we're talking about smart here. Smart. Let's go to the next one. It says painful, severe, stinging, causing a sharp pain. Okay. Executed with force and vigor. Okay. Quick, active, clever. Cutting. Keen and bargaining. Meaning to trim a tire. Okay. Let's go a little further. Okay. Behaving as though guided by intelligence. Smarts, good sense, intelligence. Okay, and then intellectual capacity, cleverness. Now, let me read that last one too. Pain. Okay, notice a lot of what smart actually means deals with pain, sharp pain. It deals with executed by force and vigor. It deals with hurting, crushing, grinding. And so I'm just going to make this connection really quick. Now, when most of us think of smart, we think of intelligence, right? But when I think of smart now after reading the etymology of the word smart, I think back in time how it took a very ruthless type mind to conquer the world. That's what came to mind for me, because I'm looking at the origins and what it meant to be clever, quick, active, sharp pain, causing pain. It's pretty much, it seems to have a negative connotation to it. Crushing, you see. And when you look at how the world has been conquered and who it has been conquered by, they have literally crushed everyone under their heels. They've inflicted pain to do so. Notice it says terrible and dreadful, causing great harm. That's what smart means. That was the origin of the word smart. And in order to do this, you've got to know that it takes intelligence to go into whole regions and be outnumbered, vastly outnumbered, but are able to conquer people in such a way. It takes a clever mind to do this. It takes trickery. It takes intelligence. And so intelligence is another one of those words that I want to research the origins of. I want to research the origins of intelligence, because when I look at how smart has been perceived one way, when in all actuality, you go back and it meant something a lot worse than what we've been made to believe. So basically, it's sounding as if smart means you have to be smart in order to conquer others. And in order to conquer others, you've got to use force. You've got to grind them. You've got to be terrible and dreadful to them. And you've got to inflict pain. So a smart person intelligently knows how to rule over others through inflicting pain. That's my summation of what smart actually means when you look at the etymology of the word and how it actually comes together. And from there, I decided to look up the origins of the word dumb, so I'm going to go there too. Now, as you see, it says that dumb is mute, okay, unable to speak, stupid, right? So I'm going to click on the further definition of that. 1 second here. So we just looked up smart, and now we are going to look up dumb. Okay. Now, dumb says silent, unable to speak, confusion, stupefaction, dizziness, dust, mist, vapor, smoke. Related to the notion of defective perception of wits. Wow. Okay. Mute, speechless. Alrighty. To make mute, dumb. To dumb something down. Okay. To become mute. Now, if mute means speechless. Now, let me make a connection between smart and dumb. We see that those who rule the world would be perceived as smart, intelligent, right? Because they've managed to rule the world. And how did they do that? By grinding and destroying, right? To inflict pain and harm. You see, that's what smart meant, right? Dumb means mute, defective perception, silenced, confusion, stupefaction, dizziness, okay? Unable to speak, to dumb something down. So what has happened is you have the smart people of the world who have used treachery. They've used sharp infliction of pain on others to cause others to be dumb, speechless. This is what they have done to many nations, right? They have caused many nations to pretty much be dumb, unable to speak, because it's not that you can't talk physically, but what is happening is your voice has been silenced, because when you speak up for your rights, you are penalized for that. You see? So essentially you are silenced, unable to speak because your words are not being heard. It kind of reminds me of the civil rights that blacks have fought for so long and still have not achieved. Even though many believe that we have, we still have not. There are many regions of the country we can't go to, we can't travel to. Many places don't even like for you to dine in their restaurants. And there's just so much going on. And even though you may have smart, intelligent people, now I'm using the definition of smart that we've become used to, not the one that I just read to you, okay? Even though you may have people who are educated, right? If you don't have the right status, in some cases, the right gender or the right color, then you become mute or dumb. And you've been labeled that by the people who are smart, who inflict pain. So it's very interesting when you look into the etymology of words and where they originate from and how the meaning has been changed. But I believe if you go with the original meaning, there has been some type of witchcraft done, in my opinion, using the original meaning of words to program and shape the minds of people. And so therefore we have a very dumb population who's being ruled by a very smart population, not in the way that we believe it to be, but in the way both words originated, meaning smart are those who crush others, use intelligence and cleverness to crush others and destroy them. And the people that are being crushed are the ones that are dumb, by way of being silenced, by way of taking away your ability to speak. You have a defective perception because you are being silenced. You perceive that you can have equal rights, but reality shows that you do not. And so there's confusion because you have been dumbed down. Well, that's my take on the etymology of the word smart and dumb. Shalom, family.